Hey, first grade. It should be Friday, May 29th. We are going to go ahead and go through a few more trick words that you'll need to know, and you're supposed to know by the time you go to second grade. So, of course, we're going to review. It's always important to go back to stuff that you've already learned and look at it again, just so you don't lose track of it. So these are most of the new words that we've had in the recent month or two. So we'll go through them really quickly, and then I just want to introduce these. There's three of them that I would like to show you today. And then next week we'll have a few more. And if you master how to spell them now, that would be great. If you just learn how to recognize them, that's enough. Okay? All right. We'll go through the ones that are up here. These kind of things are kind of together because of rhyming, except for this is the one exception. So here we have any and many, which is a trick word because the A sounds like an E instead of an A. So we don't say Annie and Manny, we say any and many. Here is other and another. And in fact, if you put M in front of here, you have mother. And if you put BR in front of here, you have brother. So they're all rhyming words. Other, mother, brother, another. So the tricky part of those two words is the O sounding like a U. How and now, since we know that OW says ow, shouldn't be tricky anymore. Then day, may, way, and way also shouldn't be tricky anymore because you know that AY says A. Say is also not tricky. The tricky one is says because it's spelled almost like say with an S, but we don't pronounce it that way. The AY in this case sounds like an E. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's the case. Down here we have C, which isn't very tricky now that you know vowel team EE, correct? Then this word that you saw every single day at school, the word first. And again, not very tricky if you remember our control vowel IR says First, first. Here we have down. Again, if you remember OW goes ow, shouldn't be difficult to know that that says down. Month, kind of like the words other and another, is tricky because the O sounds like a U instead of an ah sound. It doesn't say month, it says month, like a U. Here's one of our two-syllable words. We have the word be, right, like I can be nice. And then we add this syllable with the vowel team EE, tween, okay? And that's not a closed syllable. It's not a vowel consonant E syllable. It is a vowel team syllable. Okay, here we have people, and remember I told you that I like this word because it looks like there's the heads of a bunch of people. And that helps me to remember that there's all these P-E-O, P-L-E letters involved. Here is bin. Looks like bean, because this is C and this is between, but we pronounce it bin. I have been here all day, or have you been to the store? We pronounce it like this. Looks like it should say bean, but we say bin. Here's my word friend. We pronounce it friend. There's an I in there for some reason, and the best way to avoid forgetting that I is to say fry end. Here we have vowel team OW, but in this case the vowel team does not say ow like those. This and this look almost the same. Once we put a D in front of it, the OW starts to say ow instead of O. In this word though, it does say O, own. Okay. Here we have our two-syllable word number. ER says We remember that R control vowel. Down here, none, which looks like one with an N in front of it, which makes it none. One, none. Our, out, and about all have the vowel team OU that says ow. And about Just like the fact that some of these other letters sound like U instead of O. In this case, A sounds like a U. About. About. It is a two-syllable word, and if we were to split it into syllables, the A would be by itself, and the other part of the word would be separate. Here we have nothing, no thing, which is an easy way to remember it. Nothing means no thing. So that's a way to remember how to spell it correctly. Again, an O that sounds like a U. Over shouldn't be hard if you already remember that ER says R control vowel. Here's want, which is often mixed up with went. Went has an E, so you should smile at went, want. It's going to be more like that, want. And then little, which we can split into the two syllables, little. So today we're going to see a couple of words with an R control vowel that doesn't sound like what you've been learning. It's another one of those exception things. Sometimes R control vowel, O-R, usually it says or. Sometimes it does say So in this case, interestingly, this is the word word, and in this case, the O-R says So once you get that in your head, it should be easy to recognize. Whether or not you remember to spell it correctly with the O-R is another skill you're going to have to learn. So I'm going to add word here. And its buddy, which looks almost the same, is this word, work. So word and work both have the vowel, or excuse me, the R control vowel OR, but in this case the R control vowel OR says Word, work. And the third word I want to show you is the word right. Now there's three different rights. There is right, meaning I turn right. This is my right hand. He is on the right side of the hall. Or right, meaning correct. Both of those rights, no matter which way you mean it, is spelled R-I-G-H-T. The I-G-H is that tricky set of letters. This word write means to use a pencil or a pen or a marker and you write. Now you'll see right away the tricky part of this word is there's a W at the beginning. The W you don't hear. There's a few other words you're going to find that have WR at the beginning. The W, when you have a WR blend, you don't hear the W. So I guess it's technically not a blend. You just hear the R sound. So here the R says and then we have a silent E, a sneaky E at the end that makes the I say its name, I. So we tap it out, right. So as long as you can remember that the W doesn't make any sound, this should not be difficult to read. It's just difficult to remember to add the W when you write it. Okay. So those are our new trick words. You still have about 4 or 5 more that we need to learn, and we'll look at them next week when we also do adding a suffix to a 2-syllable word, and also the suffix es, which is special, and I'll explain how you know when to add es. All right, everybody, that's enough for today. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.